Okay, here we are. Hi. Hey, thanks for joining once again. It's been a while, hasn't it? Yeah, it's been more than a week actually, I think, that I've streamed. I took a couple of days off, spent some time with the kids, but here we are. I'm looking forward to working on RFC Vote once again. It's this lovely day here. It's raining outside. It's just gray and it's 14 degrees Celsius, and I love it. I just brought my son to school for the first time again after 2 months, and we walked through the rain, and it was amazing. I'm not kidding. I really like this kind of. I don't know if you can see behind me somewhere. There's yeah no, camera doesn't focus, but there's this. Yeah, the rain is just trickling on the roof. Love it. Okay. I'm in the mood for some programming. Okay. Hey, hi, Adrian, by the way, as well. Hey, thanks for joining. Yeah, it's been a crazy week again. People have been working on RFC vote, and I also did a couple of things, but every evening I sat down and I took a look at the pull requests, and they just kept coming in. We're over 100 pull requests now, which is crazy. I mean, merged pull requests. Hey, it's fun. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Glad you're here. Um, yeah, so let me run you through the things that changed because quite a lot of things changed as well. Hey, Samuel, glad you're here. Let's everyone saying hi. Hey, oh man, the names are getting more difficult. Christian, something like that. Glad you're here as well. Sorry for butchering your name. Let's see here. RFC vote. I'm not sure if the homepage changed a lot. And Jean-Marc, do I pronounce that correctly with the French R? Jean-Marc. Bonjour. I don't know if you're French, but and Thomas as well. Great. We're here together. And oh, in Dutch, I'm Dutch, right? I'm Belgian. Uh, and uh, yeah, like the name. I suppose it's a gaming tag, but basically, caca means poop, basically. Yeah. but hi, I'm glad you're here. This is too difficult. This is I can't pronounce this. I'm sorry. I work at JetBrains, so I work together with quite a lot of Russian and Ukraine people. So I mean Russian speaking, of course, and I don't know how to pronounce it. So I guess it's Russian. I'm not actually not sure. Let's take a look here. RFC vote. What changed? Okay. Yeah. One important thing. This is going to blow your mind. Are you ready? Here we go. Bam! Dark mode. You know how much I love dark mode. I definitely don't, but I really like it that we support it. I know lots of people do like dark mode, so when someone suggested to work on it, I said go for it. I really appreciate it. I'm never going to use it, but I like that you're doing it. So I think it looks pretty good. There are a couple of bugs still here and there, but people are working on it. So yeah, I really appreciate the power of open source, right? If we if we go back to light mode, because this is the one I'll be using today. What else changed? The about page, it's the little details, right? It looks so much better now, and this I love this. The contributors list. Everyone who sends a PR, they can add their name and URL in contributors.json. It's just a simple JSON, right? And it renders on this page here, and it's randomized, so we don't like prioritize specific people. So it will always be a random order here. Yeah, I really like it. It shows how many people have already contributed, and some people are really like Serhi. I don't know how to pronounce his name either, but he's been doing just amazing work on the front end. And let's take a look. I think it's Mohammed who made the dark mode. Kamlesh is doing quite a lot of work as well. Yeah, really appreciate it. Sergio as well. People have been going nuts basically, PR after PR. It's just amazing. Let's quickly go through the pull requests here. 128 closed. Some pull requests were closed, and there are a couple of pull requests from Dependabot, which we added, but like the majority, close to 100 pull requests, more than 100 actually, are people just contributing. I really like it. We got stuff like backend stuff, right? PHP Stan and Dusk Test. Someone is working on that as well. Improved test coverage. But also quite a lot of front-end features. I worked actually on a back-end feature, you know me, like messages. We now have in-app messages, and we're going to use this as a way to communicate to the outside as well. I don't want to be bothered with managing emails too closely for everything that can happen in the app. So I will use our in-app messages, and then we'll send daily or weekly email digests or never if people don't want it, if they have unread messages, right? So it makes the email flow quite a bit simpler. Oh, we also have verification. Yeah, if you go to settings here, I already applied, but you can like fill in a motivation why you think you should get a badge. There are a couple of badges available. Contributor, which are the people who contributed to RFC Vote. There's also an internals badge for like people who can actually vote on real RFCs. Laravel and Symfony we have, and then admin, but I don't think we'll use admin. Felt like a bit like, oh, I'm the admin. I didn't really want to have that badge, so I'm just a contributor as well. By the way, about light mode, don't your eyes hurt when looking at a white screen in the dark room? This comes up every stream. I don't mind repeating it. I made a video about this, and you go to the channel here, and you search for dark, and then you read why you should use light color schemes. Actually, my eyes don't hurt, and you know why? Because I light my room. The contrast in brightness between my screen and my room isn't that big, even at night. You might benefit from something like Redshift, right? To not stress your eyes too much, but actually a light color scheme is easier to read. It's just scientifically proven. And you can try it out as well if you lower your screen's brightness. Yeah, you can see that, of course, but if you lower it at night, and you use like really lower the brightness, like almost no brightness at all, you use a light color scheme, you'll see how text is actually readable. And if you switch to a dark color scheme, you have to increase your screen's brightness quite a lot, which puts extra stress on your eyes. And there's been like scientific research in all of this, so I'm not just making this up. Light color schemes are in fact better. And you know what's even better? Not sitting in front of your screen throughout the whole night, which isn't good for your eyes either way, whether you're using a dark or a light color scheme. Why are we talking about light and dark color schemes again? Oh yeah, dark mode on on RFC Vote here. Yeah, anyway, but thanks for asking. I really appreciate it anytime someone asks. What I want to do today. Oh yeah, by the way, no, I made this new video. I'm not sure if you watched it. I uploaded it yesterday, and what I would really appreciate it if people, go to the comments and shared why they like PHP. That's kind of the setup of the video. It's a video meant for non-PHP developers to learn a bit about why PHP is pretty cool. And it's nice when people go down in the comments, and quite a lot of people have been doing so. They share about why they like PHP. So if you want to do that, go over there and maybe take a look at the video as well. It's a pretty fun video. I like it. Yeah. But now we're going to get to coding. Let's take a look here. The issues list, it keeps growing and it keeps shrinking, things happen all the time. I got a couple of issues I wanted to work on today. Not necessarily everything, of course, but just a couple of things. We're not going to look into argument comments today. No, that's too big to handle on stream, actually. But these things were pretty, at least two I actually wanted to take a look at. Also, I have to add Codana, but that's something, it just requires some setup work. It's boring to show on stream, but I want to do that as well as a static analyzer that might detect some bugs together with PHP stand. So no, but today, flagging arguments for clarification. is probably an important one before we go to the real RFC season, and then the not seen arguments on top. We're going to start with that one because that's pretty easy. So what's happening now is, right, we have, oh, it's pretty slow here locally. I'm not sure what's going on. Let's refresh. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. No. Okay. Maybe what I should do is just seed my database with random data. That's probably better. Migrate fresh and seed. Yeah, this will be better. Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, so when you visit a page and you're logged in, okay, we have this badge here, this new badge, and it meant that this argument is relatively new. We implemented it a couple of streams ago. It stays here until 15 minutes after you've seen it. So we want to add some kind of filter that basically sorts, I think, that pushes new arguments to the top. I think that's the way to go. So it's not really a filter, it's a sorter kind of thing. The default sorting is just the most upvoted arguments go on top, right? Like this. But it makes sense to allow for new arguments to go on top if people choose to do so. So let's take a look. One thing I wanted to do, if you go to messages here, unread messages, they have this purple border. I wanna incorporate that here as well, because this new badge, it doesn't really show all too good, you know. So let's go to argument card here. Card somewhere. Yep. And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, this is the place where we want to add that logic. Instead of having a class, well, let's just first check whether this works. So border 2, border purple. Let's actually card check what class I used for the message card. Purple. Like this. Okay. Let's check whether it works. It doesn't, but that's maybe because of the border transparent. Oh yeah, by the way, we're doing CSS again today, yeah? I know, not too much, but yeah, I think this makes sense to add, was it? Yeah, it's border 2. Okay, so let's use add class here. Like so, of course, and alignment is weird. Yeah, let's say we take our default classes here, like so. These are just the default ones. Yeah. Let's remove that one. And okay, so we have border 2, that's good, and by default it's border transparent, right? And we get rid of this. Oh, this actually. We add it here, and we add a condition. There's a method for it somewhere. Has seen. It's in the card footer actually. Has seen argument. So we need to copy this basically. If not read only, and user has seen argument. Yeah, then we want to show an else. We want border transparent, and I remember I have to do this as a separate condition actually. Just negate it like this. Let's take a look. Yeah, good. So everything is purple now, which makes sense because this is everything. All of this is new. Let's take a look at the chat, by the way. I think seeding must also add votes to argument. Not all arguments have. Yeah, that's a good point actually. We might improve our seeders in the future. Hello, by the way, Kevin from Dallas, Texas, United States. welcome. It's what time is it? It's like midnight probably over there, I think. And hello, Daryl, as well. Hey, glad you're here. It's pretty nice coding together with you. Okay, so we have our unseen arguments highlighted, and now we have to do the proper work. This was the easy part, of course. I'm still debating whether we should remove this new badge or not. Yeah, I think this is better. Oh yeah, and Sari, I don't know his name, but the guy who's working on the front end, he told me that if there's a border here, we should get rid of. Where's my class? Oh, I'm totally lost. We should get rid of the shadow as well. So because otherwise it's just too much. I don't know. Is there a difference? Ugh. There probably is. I'm not sure. I'm going to follow his advice. Yeah, there's a subtle difference. I don't know if you can see that on stream, but yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Actually, let's fix that in the message card as well. Shadow. Let's move it to this place over here. Actually, we can. Yeah. Okay. So if it's not red, if it's unread, basically, it has this purple border, and otherwise it just has a shadow. I don't know if this is good. It's probably not. And then Sarah is going to come along and fix all my mistakes, which is perfectly fine. I don't know if he's in stream actually. It's 3:45 a.m. Okay, that's nice. That's pretty early, right? So do you have kids or are you just awake? And I'm pretty honored that it's this early in the morning and you're watching me. That's that's nice. Thanks for being here. So okay, yeah, we're going to add some sorting here. Okay, and there's this livewire component. It's called argument list. That's what it's called. Yeah, and let's add a a method thing, a public property here. Public. It's just going to string and sort field. Let's call it like that. And should be a string. I actually want to have this in an enum. I think that makes more sense. So let's say sort field enum, and let's say case. We'll need a string as well. So case top is top, basically, and let's say votes. It's votes, and otherwise it's created at. Let me actually see here. So these are our arguments, and this is where we order by. So we can actually do vote count, and otherwise it's created at. We do create it at anyways, but in case that we want to sort on like newest first, we'll have to remove this order by. That's basically the idea. But here's the thing, I'm not sure actually. So if I make this a sort field, and say the default is sort field created at, and vote count. The default should be vote count actually. Okay. Uh-oh, I'm being called out. Why are all your commits whip? I'm sorry. I'm trying my best to improve here. And actually, I hope no one from my previous workplace is watching. from Spasi. I was kind of this person who was always like, oh, we need perfect commit messages and whip commit messages are bad. And now I'm doing it myself because I'm a bit lazy. But I'm trying not to do it anymore, especially now that there are quite a lot of contributors. So thanks for calling me out on that. And I'll do my best for the future. But you're absolutely right, of course. It's just I got a bit lazy, especially at the beginning of a project, right? You're like, I'm the only one committing. Committing, get it? But yeah, you're absolutely right. I should have done better, basically. Okay, so we have our sort field here. And actually, let's change it already. So let's say query. This is the query, right? Like so. And if this sort field equals sort field vote count, we'll say query and we'll sort this way. And else we'll say query, I'll refactor this, order by descending created at, basically. And that's all we want to do. And then we say arguments equals query paginate, like so. So, okay, this should be fine. But if we now manually change it to created at and refresh, then like the newest ones get on top, which is yeah, which is kind of perfect. So that works. Adrian is asking difficult questions already. Wouldn't SQL rank be better to sort? I don't know about SQL rank. What is that about? SQL rank. Well, I'm using MySQL, so a guide to function, blah, blah, blah. Rank, partition. The rank function assigns a rank to each row. The rank of a row is specified by 1 plus the number of ranks that comes before it. Oh. It's about window functions. Yeah, I learned about that, but I'm not... Well, I learned about it on a conference talk, but I'm actually not quite sure what it is about. Could be interesting, but I think this will work as well for now. Yeah. Oh, Adrian saying he didn't know the query was that easy. Yeah. What I want to do, though, is add a method here. Say apply sort, which takes a... What is this? It's a builder, probably. Yeah, builder, which takes a builder, query, and returns builder. Right? Yeah. No, it's an eloquent builder, actually. Import eloquent. Yeah. And we'll move this to there. If this equals vote count, we'll say return query. And I can probably refactor this to a match, which I like in return. We say query and then order by, like this, and else self created at, we'll say this, like so. Let's do it like this. And what's the error here? PHP stan. I'm not sure what that is about. I'm going to ignore it for now. And so we say this sort field apply sort on query, like so. I think I like that a bit more. Every time I need to import builder, always the wrong one. Yeah. Me too, apparently. Good. So this is all fine. Now we need to change our well, we need to add a model here, and this is actually what I was thinking about at the very start here, because I made it a string first. I don't think Livewire can handle this. It has to be a string, so we need to actually vote count value. We need to do this, and then we say sort field equals sort field from this sort field, like so. And then we or we can just do it like this actually. Yeah, because Livewire can only handle properties that are available in JavaScript as well. Types, I mean. But that might actually be changed in Livewire 3. I'm not sure about that. We're still using Livewire 2. Let's go over here. Let's take a look here. Argument list. This is where we're looping over all arguments, and we probably want to add something. Let's take a look. You have we want to add it in the same row as here. So let's make this a flex row. Let's say justify between. Yeah, that's all fine. Now I have a div here, and we say a select. We say name is sort field, ID sort field, and we say wire model equals sort field, and then we can loop over our sort field cases. Sort field cases as sort field. And for each, we can say it's option, right? Value, sort field value, and we say sort field name. Let's take a look. Okay. And now the moment of truth, will it work? It does. That's pretty nice. Cool. We should use probably add like a get description here. Get description. And then we return match on this. Self vote count, and we'll say highest votes, and then we say created add. Highest votes first, most votes first is probably better, and we say newest. Is that a word? Newest arguments first. Okay, we say get description here, like so, and let's take a look. Most votes first, newest arguments first. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Newest arguments first. One thing I noticed here is I need items center as well. And I guess someone will want to style this a bit better. So one thing we need to do now still is to remember the user's decision here, right? Because you don't want to refresh and yeah, have it reset every time. I think that will latest. Okay, Adrian is thinking along here. Latest, that's the better word. Exactly. Latest, latest, like this. Yeah, we want to remember basically what the user chose here. So where are we going to store that? I mean, I can make a table for it, but is that the best way to do so? Because we need to remember, well, we could remember it on the user itself, or we could remember it on a per RFC level, but actually it might make most sense to remember it for the user, wouldn't it? I think I'll store it on the user for now. I think that makes more sense actually. Let's say add preferred sort field to users. Okay, I'm gonna say table string preferred sort field. Oh, that's a typo, of course. Preferred. Let's fix that. Preferred string. The default value is sort field vote count. Yes, that's right. And basically that's it. We'll go to the user here. We'll say casts preferred sort field, and that's sort fields like so. That's good. So Adrian, you're saying maybe just for the session. I'm not sure about that, because I'm a user myself, and I want to sort on newest first, probably always. But I can imagine other people who are more like just want to read arguments, want to sort on most voted ones. People who don't necessarily want to contribute. So I think I'll keep it on the user for now. But if it gets annoying, we can move it to the session. Absolutely. Yeah. Preferred sort field. Okay, so we have this. Let's migrate. Oh. Yeah, sure. Over here. It's so annoying that Laravel can't handle that, but that's fine. Okay. And then we go to our argument list here. Say booted. And we'll say void. We'll say this sort field equals this user, and if it exists, if this user, we'll say this sort field equals this user preferred. I actually need to render my IDE helper data here, so I get preferred sort field, and then value, of course. Okay, let's try it out. Oh, and I need to save it, of course, as well. So I actually need to. There's probably a Livewire hook for that. I need to hook into this property being changed. Livewire property change. Binding custom change. I'm actually not sure. Hang on a second. Livewire events. Event listeners. There were lifecycle hooks. That's what I'm looking for. Lifecycle hooks. Okay. High rate updating. Updated foo runs after a property called foo is updated. Yeah, that's what I want. So let's say public function updated sort field. We'll say void, and we'll say this. If there's no user, we'll just return. Otherwise, we'll say this user update. Preferred sort field is this sort field. Let's take a look on whether that works. Most votes is now the preferred one. Let's refresh, and yeah, it works. So, and if I go to another RFC now, it will be latest arguments as well. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I think I like that the most, actually, that it keeps the behavior. And if we then switch again, yeah, cool. I like it. I think that's a feature done, right? So let's take a look. Actually, argument list test. There are tests for this. I'm not sure why someone else made them. I can actually just do it like this probably. Oh, there are no tests. Hang on a second. Yeah, there are. This is the problem with switching like screen resolutions. It always ends up like too big, the screens. User can edit his own arguments. Okay, we can just say preferred sort is set after switching. Say user is this login, right? And then we say livewire test. And oh yeah, we need an RFC as well. RFC, let's copy it from here actually. Okay, so we say livewire test argument list. Sure, we pass it this data. We say we set. Is it set? Yeah, we set. What was it called? Sort field to be sort field. Sure, to be created at. It's probably value that we need here. Assert OK. And what we want to do then is this assert same sort field created at for user refresh preferred sort field like this. And let's just add this one here like so. Okay, cool. That's a test. Preferred. Let's run Composer QA for a second to make sure everything is fine. And let's take a look at chat as well. Oh, not everything is fine. Adrian, are you in your daily meeting right now and following the stream? Well. Okay, let's take a look at method. Apply sort has parameter query with generic class. This is PHP stan, right? Yeah, this is basically what's generic class builder, but does not specify its types. Oh, yeah. So I should probably builder. It's a query builder for argument, right? Argument. Composer PHP stan. Let's take a look if it works now. Yep. Okay. Composer QA just for good measure. And then I hope. Oh yeah. I forgot to run the tests, of course. Oh. Errors. Okay. Let's run them over here and let's see what's wrong. Oh. It will be fine. Attempt to read property value on null in argument list. And this has something to do with seeders, doesn't it? Because I thought I specifically said there to be a default value in my let's take a look. In my migration costs, user preferred sort field. That's weird. I wrote a typo somewhere probably. Nope. Let's actually handle this one. Table, drop column, I forgot that. Why? That is weird. And the field also, is it listed here? No. What's going on? Huh? What did I do wrong? Weird. I missed something obvious. Yeah, exactly. It feels like the migration. Oh. I did change the name of the migration. Would that have an impact? Let's run again. No, we're here. And let's go over here. It's here. Table string, preferred sort field. Adrian is distracting me with like a pretty good tip here, but I need to focus on fixing this first. Huh. Oh, by the way, I think this is LiveWire 3. I was thinking about it anyway, so I don't think I can do that. But I'll check it out in a minute. But first, okay, so the migration runs, right? Migration runs. And we have our user here, which is a user with like the preferred sort field. I don't know what's going on because it works. It works. If you rename the migration, you have to. Oh, yeah, but we end up in the migration. I want to do that. Let's just composer dump autoload. Let's do that just to make sure. But yeah, it doesn't work because we did end up in the migration file. Let's go to user factory here. So what happens if we add it over here? Preferred sort fields. Sort field is vote count. Let's rerun our test, and then it succeeds. That's so weird. Maybe it's a SQLite thing, like the default value doesn't register. But if we let's take a look here. If we go to our users table here after we seeded, you see the properties is set over here, so the default value did work on our MySQL database. I'm not sure. Okay, this solves the problem, I think. Even though I don't fully understand it. It's the migration. So Adrian is saying value is missing, but it isn't. No, because if it's missing, then Laravel throws an error. Then you won't even be able to do this. But okay, let's keep it like this. Let's commit everything. And I'm just going to deploy it. It doesn't really matter that it's unstyled. Well, it is styled, but it can oh no, I used the whip commit message, which is good because I haven't pushed yet. Add argument list sorting, amend, commit, and push. Like that. It works. Whip, whip, whip. No, I fixed it. Let's take a look here. Oh, that's yeah, okay. Let's deploy it actually. Yeah, composer deploy, and it'll take a minute. Good. And then we can close the issue. Where was it? Push not seen arguments to the top. Let's see, I made a sorter and just wait a second till everything's deployed. Oh well, I can take a screenshot from here. Like so. More styling. If you want to, someone else, like so. I'll close the issue. Okay, it's deployed and it should be here. Everything works. Just okay, it's filling the cache again. Yeah, okay, cool. Latest arguments first. Ooh. Oh, yeah. My own argument is on top. That's actually something I should fix. If we sort on latest arguments first, you don't want to show your own argument. Let's submit. Yeah. Let's go to argument list. If user argument and sort field equals sort field vote count value. Oh yeah, I was going to look into this latest first and otherwise most votes first. No, but this isn't good because no, okay, it will be fine. Actually, let's do this. This is better. Let's move this away from the view and let's say user argument. So let's say sort field equals this. Sort field vote count, otherwise we'll say null, like so. And then we can use sort field here, sort field. Most votes first, and if we say latest arguments first, then my own, yes, but my own is the latest argument now, so it shows. Okay, which is fine. Let's just try it out in production, right? I like this, by the way, Kevin. It's early morning for you, but you're thinking the right thoughts already. About your why PHP video, just imagine if you have to recompile every time I made a change here. That's absolutely right. To be fair, like other languages that are compiled do it pretty quickly, but still, it's a major advantage of PHP. That's right. Absolutely. Fix argument list sorting with own argument. Commit and push. Let's see whether it works. Composer deploy code. Okay. So latest first, I would expect my argument to not show up here anymore. It should be down the list, and it is. It's probably it's the first argument, I think. One of the firsts. Yeah, here it is. Cool. And so when I say most votes first, okay, we're back. Perfect. Cool. So that's all good, I think. Yeah, pretty nice. That's one issue down. I actually think I won't have time to dive into this one. Flag argument for clarification. What we need is a way to moderate arguments. And it's more kind of a prevention thing at this point, because I don't really expect things to go wrong. But you know, it's the internet, so things will probably go wrong anyway. Yeah, we need some kind of report button that people can say, hey, can tell an admin basically, take a look at this argument, please. And yeah, we'll use the in-app messages for that. But I won't be able to do that. This took a bit more time than I expected, actually, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm going to end stream here. Basically, that's what I'm about to say. I'm actually curious. Did anyone notice a difference today? Something, maybe. No? Nah. Okay. By the way, before we leave, I want to ask you to go watch this video, right? I'm in love with a boring language. I really am. PHP is awesome. And I would like you to go here in the comments and share why PHP is awesome as well. And go tell your friends about it and your colleagues, and tell them to watch this video as well. Okay? Kevin doesn't see anything different. But okay. You haven't noticed. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, go watch this video if you want to. That would be pretty nice. So with all of that being said, I want to thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next stream. Hopefully a bit faster than the previous one. But see you. Bye bye.